Hi everybody! Today we're going to talk about the nuts and bolts of passing your Series 7 exam. I'm Dave Meshkov, one of the Series 7 instructors here at Knopman Marks, and we train thousands of people to pass these tests every year. Using the plan I'm going to describe, 93% of our students pass on their first attempt. Let me walk you through what that looks like. The first thing to think about is, how long is it going to take me to prepare for this exam? We recommend 6 to 8 weeks, between 100 and 125 hours. Now that's a lot of time, but there's two main components that I always want you thinking about as you're working through the material. The first is that you got to study every day. You have to make this a medium to high priority item, and you want to calendar it. If you don't, inevitably, professional and personal obligations interfere and get in the way. And when you are thinking about calendaring your study time, try and make it in the morning. Studies have shown that if you can commit that time in the morning before your workday starts, you're in a better position to learn, understand, and retain the information that you're working with. I'd rather have 30 minutes of your morning time than an hour of your time at the end of the workday. Now, what are those 6 to 8 weeks going to look like? They're going to look like you're using 3 resources. And whether you're studying with us here at Knopman Marks or with anyone else, be sure that you have these essential components. Layer number 1 is your textbook. You need to have a detailed and comprehensive set of materials that go through all the testable content. As we've already discussed, this is a comprehensive exam. You need to learn a lot. And what you're looking for in that reading is comprehension, not retention. One of the pitfalls that students will make is they get concerned that they haven't fully mastered a topic while they're doing their initial read. And that's not the purpose of it. Instead, you want exposure. You want familiarity. You want it to be the case that when those topics and concepts show up again in your classroom training, in your online question banks, that you've seen it and that you are not seeing any material for the first time when you're moving on in your study plan. So make a point and commitment. Try and read 20 pages every day. Try and read 15 pages every day. Whatever it is for you, work through that textbook in a methodical manner. Step number 2 is to come to a classroom training. And that could be live or it could be online. But what you want is the guidance and the coaching of an instructor who trains people to pass these exams. For example, in my Series 7 classes, I prioritize teaching on the most heavily tested topics and the most difficult concepts. That is to say that in that training, you're going to get deeper insight and guidance on the areas that you're going to see coming up on your real exam more than any others. Or I'm going to try and accelerate the learning on the topics that are more difficult. And so be sure that as you think about doing that classroom training, you take good notes and that you review those notes that you take in class to lock in the info that your instructor is providing. And the third component to this training is to do practice questions. And this is really where the learning happens. You've built the foundation, you've layered enhancements with your classroom training, and now you get to deliver the info that you've learned. And I like to think about each question as just an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to show the regulators what you know, what they want you to know. And if in fact you don't get a question right, or you're 50-50 on a question, that's the opportunity for you to say, I need to learn more about it. And you can drill down into your class notes, back into the textbook, to flush out whatever information was required and needed so you can deliver the info and pass your exam. Now ultimately, what do I call this? This is the birthday cake method. Because who doesn't want 125 hours of Series 7 prep to celebrate their birthday? Think about that when you're doing your studying, and good luck on your exam.